Spaces meeting is now streaming live on Facebook. So yes, for those of you that are joining us on Facebook, I don't know how many people are on there. Usually we get a few people that join us. Welcome. And welcome to everybody. My name is Gerald, and welcome to Impact Brixton. As I said, this is also, finally, this is also going to be filmed and put on YouTube. For those of you that are joining us for the first time today, welcome to IBU, Impact Brixton's educational workshop. We deliver online and offline educational content for personal as well as business development. Impact Brixton is a social enterprise, and we are a community and a conscious-driven co-working space that is also based in Brixton. We are off Electric Lane, next to Electric Avenue, for those of you that know Brixton very well. We offer registered business addresses, we offer offices, we offer hot desking, event spaces, meeting rooms, podcast rooms, and many more facilities. So if you haven't seen us before, come check us out when we open sometime in July. Over the next few years, we really hope to support the thousands of people within our community that have a dream of building a business, and to support them in realizing their passions through the free educational programs, the events, as well as access to our space. We are running a promotion today to win a 6 months membership to join Impact Brixton. All you have to do is to follow us on Instagram at Impact Brixton, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Impact Brixton, and subscribe to our newsletter on our website, impactbrixton.com. If you want a free pass to use our space when we open, put your email address in the chat, and I will give you a free pass to use it when we open in July. I am super excited that we are joined today by Selina Charmaine. Selina is a mom, she's a visionary, and she is a social entrepreneur. Selina has an incredible passion for just the tech space and tech businesses. She is a geek and loves sharing solutions with her clients. She's also a member at Impact Brixton and has helped us with our online presence, our branding, and just generally strategy around how we go to market. She's about inspiring and supporting women entrepreneurs and a few men, she says, to vanquish their limitations so they can share their passions with the world while creating an income to live in the life of their dreams. Selina lives this out as a business, brand, and website architect at Charmaine Communications. They run a boutique marketing and communications agency which supports both ambitious and aspiring entrepreneurs. She's also a founder of Idea to Launch Academy, which supports entrepreneurs on their journey. I am super excited that Selina has joined us today and will be talking to us about all things chatbots and what the hell those things are. Are they human? Are they real? Are they hybrid? Are they half human, half robots? So without further ado, Selina, thank you for joining us and thank you for doing this. Over to you.
Well, thank you for that great introduction. Just going to share my screen. Let me know if you can all see it. Can I get a thumbs up if you can see it? Cool. Okay, an introduction to chatbots, specifically for business. So I'm Selina Charmaine, as Gerald has introduced. I think you can tell from my title that I'm a geek. I call myself an architect of business brands and websites. So what are chatbots? Chatbots are a form of artificial intelligence, so AI, and it allows you to perform automations within your business. Chatbots or messenger marketing is the latest form of marketing where businesses leverage on mobile chat and messaging platforms to engage in chats and sales activities with their customers. There are lots of platforms now. When I first created this presentation, it was literally just Facebook, but now there are lots of other platforms introducing a chat function. So again, the main players in this field is Facebook Messenger, but that also includes Instagram inboxes and WhatsApp Messenger as well. So why should you consider using chatbots in your business? There are probably more now, but at the time of the research, 1.2 billion users on Facebook Messenger. So this is also separate from just using the the Facebook app where you kind of chat with your friends. The average open rate for email is 23% compared to chatbot read rates within Messenger at 80% plus. So you can see there's a big gap on people opening messages. So it's like 4 times the engagement of email. Email's average click rate, so that's, you might see the, what's it called, acronym, click-through rate, CTR, is about 3%. So that's when someone's opened your email, the amount of people that actually then go on to click something is 3% of that original percentage, compared to a click-through rate with chatbots at 30%. So that's 10 times the click-through rate. So having a chatbot list of around 1,000 subscribers would receive a similar response to having an email list of around 10,000 subscribers. People generally check into Facebook more times a day than they check their emails. Not if you're Gerald. And messenger marketing is not yet a crowded marketplace like email marketing. So we're kind of on the cusp of early adopters moving into early majority in terms of artificial intelligence and general adoption. But in more developed countries, such as like the UK, the market is moving from early majority into critical mass, hence why there's a lot of you guys on this call now and thinking about how you can get it into your business rather than just the big corporations using it. Messenger is much more interactive than email. You may start with like an automated message, but then you can jump right in as a physical human and interact with the potential customer or client and close the sale personally. Those that got in on email marketing when it first originated made a fortune because they stood out and they were doing something different. Messenger marketing is the new frontier, and if you start doing that, you are going to stand out. Messenger marketing is not email marketing, so there are different rules. You must keep it short and snappy like a text message and not a long sales letter. And when used correctly, it will allow you to be better engaged and connected to your audience. It will allow more traffic and ultimately help you to make more sales. So how can you implement this in your business? So you can create engagement on a post and automatically respond. So that could be, if you go onto Facebook, a Facebook business page, automatically the messenger will pop up when you're on a laptop and say, and you can customize to whatever you want to say, and it will engage that person who has clicked onto your page. And then from there, you can then, jump in personally and respond. You can also follow people around who've abandoned a shopping cart. So this is like via, if you've set it up via ads or directly, if they're subscribed onto your website, and allow them to ask you questions to complete the sale. So for example, in these times now, it could be like, when is delivery likely to happen? It can enable you to close a sale where you might lose someone if they couldn't find the answers they wanted.
Selina, can we slow down a little bit on that?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I feel like there's something might be missed. So create engagement on a post and automatically respond. So is that across all social media platforms? Is that, where does the bot respond? How does it, like, can you just go into a little bit more detail?
So in terms of social media, it will be on Facebook, Instagram. So for example, if you go to my page on Facebook or Instagram, it will tell you that today is Friday, so I don't work. It will tell you that we're not open, we'll be back on Monday, but someone will get back to you soon. So you can create an automated response if someone messages you. On your website, you can include chatbots that, again, have an automated response that is customized. So as we get further down the line, you can customize this to say whatever you want it to say. So whether it's just, we'll be back soon, or there's no one available, it's just a way for you to continue to communicate with a potential customer. Yeah. So you can also ask people to comment on a post in exchange for a discount or coupon for your product. So this would be like a Facebook post that you've done and you want to get engagement on that post, but you can sync the post to your website so the chat appears on your website. So say if you were running a course and you wanted people to leave their reviews, you'd be doing it in one specific place, but it will also connect to Facebook. And in order for them to do that, you're kind of rewarding them, giving them something in exchange. And some of this stuff can be automated. So if they comment, you send them another bot reply, and then it links them to whatever the freebie might be. You can also send broadcasts to everyone that's interacted with you. If you have special offers, or for example, say we were going live, we could send a message to everybody that's ever inboxed in Brixton and say, we're going live now, join the live with the link, for example.
Are we talking specifically about Messenger here, or
yeah, so Messenger is the main one. When it comes to your website, there is chat, but it's not necessarily synced to other things. You can still put in links, and there's different platforms and a couple of slides that you can customize depending on what your needs are. Okay. You can ask pre-qualifying sales questions. For example, for myself, when I have a client that wants web design, I have some pre-qualifying questions that I ask them so I can better serve them when I'm having the discovery call. So I can ask some questions such as, what's your email address? What's the best time to contact you? For example, if I were going to give a call back, they can leave their phone number, and then I can call them back depending, and use the answers that they've used depending on what they've said. You could also automate that this requires what we call a sales funnel. But if you had a very clear sales funnel that you take people through, you can present them with a product based on their answers. So for example, you had a product that's, £10, you had a product that's £100, and a product that's £1,000. Depending on their answer, you could then direct them to the correct page. Then they're, not wasting time, and you're helping them out quicker. You can replace customer support or customer support desks with a messengers option, which would be on the website. So a lot of people have this on their websites now. And again, I wouldn't replace it 100%, but I would allow it to start the process of chat. For example, if you were not in the office or it was in the evening, the chatbot can reply to them and say that you're not in the office, and you'll reply back whatever time you open. But it also can capture, for example, their email address, so you can email them back. So you've not lost that interaction because you weren't open, or they've come onto your website at midnight, for example. And then you can also, with this, I've noticed, so webinars, when you're signing up to webinars, sometimes people have the option to say, remind me, which I've just kind of mentioned. So they will ask you to opt in to Facebook Messenger. And again, when you're going live or about to start, they will send you a message to say, we're going live. And it's again, just to get that interaction. Someone might have registered but forgot about it, not next to their phone to get, not next to their email. Some people, even though most of us do have our emails popping up on our phone, some people still don't, but that more likely is going to have a what we call a push message to pop up on their phone and let them know. And then you can offer opt-in bribes. So again, that's that freebie I mentioned, that you would use this on a normal website. You would see an email opt-in, so that you leave your email address and then you get some sort of guide or download or ebook. But this time you can use Messenger to do that same function. The slight difference is you don't have necessarily their email address, but you are connected to them within Facebook. You can also use the chatbot to automatically send not files, but like links to files and things like that. So what platforms or apps to consider? So there are custom platforms that allow you to create and run chatbots. These include ManyChat, Chatfuel, and ChatChamp. So in these are mostly paid for apps or platforms. They have free options as well, but here you would build a chatbot from scratch and then connect it to, for example, Facebook Messenger. You can also use the native apps, so Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp for Business. I'm not sure if everyone's aware that there are two versions of the WhatsApp app that you can, with the WhatsApp Business, you can make your the interaction with people a little bit more business-like. So it allows you to have a profile, it shows your address, you can list your services, but you can also set up automated responses. There's also Typeform, which is a form creating software, but they've now introduced chatbot function using the forms that you can create within there. And there's other options such as Shopify integration. So if you run an e-commerce store, there are a plethora of apps within that platform that you can connect to your store and create chatbots. So those include Facebook, you know, a native Facebook app as well. So what are the costs that you can expect? So ManyChat, again, has a free account, but it limits you to 2 sequences. So a sequence is one whole chat. So, hi, welcome to our store. Then the person, how can we help you? The person replies. However long that sequence is, with this platform on their free account, you can only have 2 separate sequences. And then it's from $10 a month upwards, based on your subscribe account. And then it will be unlimited sequences. And it goes up. I've just included the first 3. It goes up depending on how large your list is. Similarly with Chatfuel, they have a free account, but this one is up to 50 users. So a user is the same equivalent to a subscriber in email marketing terms. And their pro accounts start from $15 a month for 1,000 subscribers, and again continues up on active subscribers. And when I say active, for example, in a chat sequence, you can always have the option for someone to leave. So in text messages, we usually see that say reply stop if you don't want to be a part anymore, so people can leave the interaction if they want to. Champ, I had to edit this slide today. They only offer custom packages now. So it's more high end. I think some of the people they had on their website was like the BBC and stuff like that. So I guess theirs is a lot more fancy, let's just say that. And then I mentioned Typeforms. So this is just a form creating software, but they've added that functionality to turn your form into a chatbot. So they offer a free trial of up to 10 questions and 3 forms, which could be enough for most people to get started. You don't really want more than 10 questions that you're asking someone before they start speaking to a human. And again, their packages go up to 10,000 responses per month. And if you need more than that, you can get a custom package. And then some free options, totally free, is Facebook directly in the app. You can get automated questions. For example, when someone goes onto your page at the first instance, the chatbot will pop up and say, you know, hi, we're opening times, for example. You can set questions that you think people will ask and create automated responses to that. So that's where it becomes a little bit more intelligent. You can create greetings and instant replies. So for example, away messages is included in that. So if you're out of hours, you can set your hours, opening hours. And if you're out of that, it can automate a message to tell them, you know, maybe how to contact you or if it's an emergency. And you can also set follow-up messages. For example, Facebook allow you to have appointments on there. So if someone creates an appointment, you can set a message to, you know, automate an hour before the meeting so that, you know, they don't forget about it. And then, sorry, go back to that one. Facebook and Instagram are integrated. As some of you may know, Instagram is owned by Facebook now. So the same setup you do in Facebook can be just literally by click of a button connected to your Instagram account as well. And Facebook also own WhatsApp. So, but this is a lot more simpler. You can have a greeting message. So when someone first messages you, that it sends an automated response, and then again, the away message. But you can sync to Facebook so that you can respond to these messages within the Facebook platform. So pros and cons. So some of the pros are a quick customer service. Something is always there to respond. Customer satisfaction, if it's set up correctly. Multi-purpose, so you can use it to lead people to a product, just do typical customer service and forward them to an email. And by that, you can reduce labor costs. But I would say always be cautious of making your business totally run on technology, because the human interaction will always make a difference. And some of the cons are limited responses. So again, depending on which platform you will use, you can only do so much depending on how sophisticated the artificial intelligence is. That can lead people to be frustrated. For example, I was calling the bank the other day and it was an automated voice thing, and I was saying what I wanted and it wasn't responding how I wanted it to, and it just ended up cutting me off. So that was frustrating because I really needed to get to a person. And in that, it can be expensive. If they are super complex, you end up on the higher end of the scales, and it doesn't work for all businesses. Some businesses need the personal touch. So I would say, don't think that because something exists that it has to apply to your business. So some things to consider. Plan your sales funnel. So I mentioned sales funnel before. This is the journey that a customer goes on from their first interaction with you to the sale and beyond that, in terms of customer support and customer service. Plan your chat flow and script. So this is the conversation that you would have with someone. So that part is quite important to really think about what the script is. Choose the platform or platforms you're going to use. I would say start off with the free platforms like Facebook and the sort of in the native form. And if that works for you, then you can look at, going deeper, and then create your sequence. So actually input those responses and test, because again, if you don't, you can lead to frustrating your customer and losing them. So today we covered an introduction into chatbots and automation, and that's the end of the presentation. If you would like to connect with me, you can find me at Selina Charmaine on all social medias, or Ms_Charma. And you can find out more about me at selinacharmaine.com, and more about the workshops and masterclasses at ideatolaunch.academy. Thank you and happy building.
Awesome. Thank you, Selina. That was very insightful. And yeah, this is where I open it up for anyone that has questions. So we always brief our teachers to keep it broad and sort of, so it applies to all of us. But I think at the end of the sessions, we can go a little bit deeper and look at your particular use cases and see how it applies. And maybe if you have particular questions. So yeah, just—
I have one.
Pardon?
Can you wrap for YouTube, please?
My bad. For those of you that are on YouTube, we are out. How's that?
Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon. And yes, subscribe to our channel if you found this interesting. Thank you.